students, the same mentor to continue for all the years, and change of mentor is allowed if a student wishes to, with a valid reason, of course. And a little bit if you can clarify or summarize on what contents you want to take up for the mentor-mentee meetings. Academics, what else?
How interdisciplinary approach can be.
What other contents you want to take up for the meetings other than academics?
Personal problem.
Adjustment, hostel, and environment. What else? Okay, let us hear from others and then we'll come up to summarize what contents there should be into the mentorship meetings.
Good afternoon, everyone. Mentorship should be at the college level. The mentor should be of the same college because he will be understanding more academic problems than the other college. Then it should be done after a few months of the admission of the person because he will be knowing about the subject or the problems initially. If we start it immediately, he won't be having the knowledge of problems. And then every fortnight with fixed time. There should be 3-tier system. In first tier, the senior should be the mentor. In the second tier, the senior residents are at the AB level. That should be the mentorship. Right? First tier and the mentee will go to the second tier. Then third tier, the senior faculty. Then first year, second year will go to the senior faculty for solving their problems. If it is not solved at the first year level or at the second year level. The ratio between the mentor and mentee, it depends upon the resources available and the goals of the program. It can be one mentee also, 2, 5, 10, 15, depending on the resources and the goal of the program. And what should be the done in the mentorship program? The mentee should be taught about the goal setting, career advice, academic support like study techniques, time management and resources of the academic material. Skill development like the behavior of the mentee, you should develop the behavior of the mentee. Communication skills, leadership, developing the leadership in the mentee, and problem solving of the mentor. How it should be done? There should be mentorship induction program. In first meeting, the mentee should be taught or should be made learn that what is the mentorship program is. What is the benefits of this program? Then there should be regular mentorship meetings like fortnight. It can be done according to your mentors or mentees facility. Then mentee becoming the mentor. In between, the mentee can be the mentor of his junior when he is coming to the next level of his career. First pro, second pro. He can be the mentor of his junior also. That will be helpful. Because he is gaining the benefits from the mentor, he is learning the mentorship program, so he can be the mentor of his junior also. Then periodic evaluation of your program. In terms of attendance, whether he is attending your meetings regularly, and what results are coming from the meeting, whether it is helpful or it is based on that. Thank you.
Anybody wants to add from your group? Any questions? I have one question. I just want to get a clarification of your 3-tier system. Is it person will go to first? If he is not solving, go to second and then third. Comments on that?
Straightway going to the senior faculty.
So you you are saying that one person will have 3 mentors.
Yes.
Actually, it won't maintain the confidentiality that mentor should have. सर अगर 3-4 लोग हो गए तो कहीं ना कहीं से बात लीक हो
That will be with the consent of the mentor. That will be with the consent of
Sir,
the
actually,
mentor.
nowadays also we are working with the consent, but until there are 2 or 3 people involved, then there are chances of the you can
But
say
with the consent of the mentor, if he is saying that this problem is not solved by you, then we can go to the senior. The mentor will advise him.
सपोज 2 फैकल्टीज में नहीं बनती हैं, इंटर कॉलेज आपने मना ही कर दिया कि इंटर कॉलेज
मैम
प्रेफर
वो जो mentor है वो उसी के पास आएगा जिससे उनकी बनती है उसके पास
नहीं,
जाएगी।
ये
भी
आप
biased है।
बता रहे हो कि ये फर्स्ट लाइन ऑफ अप्रोच है, ये सेकंड लाइन ऑफ अप्रोच है, ये थर्ड लाइन। यू आर गोइंग टू गिव इट इन राइटिंग
Yes.
students. I mean, till now, I think that we were in the last sessions, we had how many mentees per mentor. This is the first time we are having how many mentors per mentee. I don't know, I mean, it's experimental if we want to experiment with that, how we are making. Of course, we can work on this, that whether it is going to be
The
one-on-one.
student will directly not go to senior
So we
faculty.
can have a common meeting. Instead of having more mentors, we can have common meeting with the coordinators. Without mentors.
अगर मैम फर्स्ट ईयर की प्रॉब्लम सॉल्व होती है तो उसको आगे जाने की जरूरत नहीं है, टाइम सेविंग के लिए फैकल्टी की टाइम सेविंग के लिए।
Sir, but devious.
This will be discussed later.
That
is their suggestion we take.
Why? Because as you have told that in the case of younger fatalities, it becomes little bit tedious or convoluted. You can say that how younger faculties or you can say can deny the fact that what their seniors have said. This is another important.
That is the role of the mentor. That is his.
So because everyone is afraid
Quality
of
of the
the
mentor.
senior, everyone is afraid.
That is the quality of the mentor. He-
So this is one suggestion. We'll work on the pros and cons of the things.
This is my proposal.
This is their proposal. Let us all brainstorm that what it can be and how it can be modified. If they are coming up with some issues, then we need to look into that. How do we make it a foolproof? That
Yes.
it can be.
You can modify it.
And they have included some more things that the previous group into the content with ES should be doing other than academics.
Moreover, when the students they come in the first year, they after 3 months
Yes,
Few
there
months.
is
Not we are not stuck with the 3 months. 2 months. 1 month, 2 months, 3 months.
they are not comfortable with the faculty when they enter the medical college, and they are more comfortable with their seniors. So that is why seniors can be their first mentors.
So they
And
can
later
guide-
on, slowly, when they have interaction with the faculty, they build the confidence with the faculty, and then next level they can approach the younger faculty like SRs and APs. So we are not saying that in first year only, we are not saying that in first year only it is that they have to approach all the facility. It is year by year, prof by prof. In first year,
You
with
can
their
change the mentor also. In first
And
year,
yes,
yes,
they
you
mentioned is now
second
these
year,
mentor
faculty.
students when they go to next year, they will become a part of that.
Part of it. They will become the mentors.
The mentee can be mentor.
Next, of course, if you are following that
Yes.
system.
If he is becoming senior system, will not
Let
work.
us explore this one.
This system will work in that way. So mentee will become the mentor.
मेंटी रिलेशनशिप की बात कर रहे हैं, अगर हमने एनएमसी की या मेडिकल काउंसिल ऑफ इंडिया की रेगुलेशंस की बात करें या यूजीसी की बात करें, कैन एनीवन नेम द रेगुलेशन? कहाँ पे ये लिखा हुआ है कि देयर हैज टू बी देयर? इन विच रेगुलेशंस ऑफ एनएमसी और एमसीआई दे हैव मेंशन्ड द रिक्वायरमेंट ऑफ मेंटर मेंटी प्रोग्राम? किसी ने पढ़ा है? दैट रेगुलेशन इज एंटी रैगिंग रेगुलेशन. जो यूजीसी की रैगिंग वाली रेगुलेशन है ना, और एनएमसी की यूजीसी के बाद एमसीआई आई, एनएमसीआई के बाद एनएमसी आ गई, ठीक है? एनएमसी की रेगुलेशन की जो पर्टिकुलर एंटी रैगिंग रेगुलेशन में स्पेसिफिकली दे हैव मेंशन्ड व्हाट मेंटर मेंटी. तो इसलिए जब हम सीनियर जूनियर की बात कर रहे हैं ना, तो वी हैव टू टेक केयर ऑफ दैट बिकॉज यूजीसी इज वेरी
That's why I'm saying after 2 months, not immediately.
Have a good communication, they should have a good relation among themselves, between themselves rather I should say. So contradicting to this, to the previous one, I should say they should, the selection of the mentor by the mentee should be done. Like the mentee should have the option, the mentor he wants to select. Rather, the selection should be from his college or within the university or outside the university. So in our case, flexibility should be there in selecting the mentor by the mentee. First option is this: in case the mentee is not able to select or may not be able to have a amicable relationship with the entire faculty, then the class coordinator, the subject teacher should take this privilege, should take this task of becoming the mentor of that child, of that mentee itself. So in this case, subject teachers, class coordinators, teachers other than subject teachers, any senior and any intern decide at the last. This should be at the last, I should say, keeping in mind as the Pramod sir said. Then teachers should be within the universities, like from the other colleges, or it may be like that. If any, like we are in having the good relationships with the central university or with the other university like Baba Freed universities. So the mentors can be selected from that universities also. This is one of the options. So, communication that will matters. It happens. It can be happens. But in this case, my case, it happens. At the way, purpose of the mentorship program should end at the academic session itself, like in the orientation program or the inductionship program. If they should be taught, or they should be advised, or they should be tell what the purpose of the mentorship program is. Then at every monthly or week, I should say the fortnight or at the monthly meeting should be said. Plus, again, the flexibility should be provided, because the mentorship program is again to provide ease to the mentee. So the flexibility of that mentee to talk, to communicate with that teacher can be easily accessible. Then how that is appropriate ratio, keeping in view the amount of the students, the number of the students and the faculty available, but the feasible according to our university is 10:1, and but there can be yes, option can be again there increased or decreased, keeping in that. Then what is the criteria? Basically advice, direction, motivation, coaching and support. That is the main criteria to be followed in the mentorship program. So first of all, setting up the goals of the child as soon as they enter into the graduate program, or then telling beside that one important thing, because we are having different students from different states, like that from the eastern part also. They are coming from the most like from the remote areas. So they are not familiar how to update them to the society, so that they should not feel incompetent when they are sitting among the other students. That should be the main criteria beside taking the academic, beside solving the academic issues and other problems. That should be the main criteria of the mentorship program. Any questions? Yes, you was asking, like, sir, let me give you
outside university, how is it possible for arranging the meetings?
Yes, arranging the meetings. Our time is what is. So that is what I tell you.
Personal interaction or right?
So that is what I tell you. I told that feasibility. Considering the feasibility, like I'm talking about myself, I went to multiple times. I have been visiting a central university, and no doubt on the concern of Dr. Saini only, and they have been guiding more to me. I have been told about more advanced technology and using. So keeping in view the feasibility, we can be
Visiting regularly, but students are not visiting.
Let us focus only on UG. It can be for PG programs.
for PG programs also. It is for higher studies in the case of higher studies.
Higher studies.
Higher studies.
Feasibility, of course.
Feasibility, that was the first thing I told. That keeping in view the feasibility, mentor and mentee interactions and
The point is to keep our options open because mentorship is not only for UGs.
So as we were telling you, it is a three-tier system. So same in case of ma'am, the first mentor is here only, Professor R.G. Sen sir, and you was asking for the tier system. So second tier is in Central University. That can
They have not built it as a tier. They have built parallel.
Okay.
Or you can mentor tier system also. So
university, and there she is getting one more mentor. So I think it is a tie only.
Okay. I mean, that's what we are coming up with, that there can be multiple mentors. We started the sessions with that only. There should not be a single
Consent,
mentor.
with the consent of first mentor, supervisor, ma'am is getting the mentorship after the consent from the Central University. So this is the approval of tie.
So hence proved. Hence part 2 has been proved by part 3.
Any other? Adesh?
यार जस्ट दो पॉइंट है मेरे माइंड में है जस्ट वांट टू शेयर देखो मेंटर ना मेरे को ये लगता है कि इसमें पर्सनली ना फ्रॉम माय एमबीबीएस डेज इन मणिपाल आई यूज्ड टू रीड स्टीफन कुबे 7 हैबिट्स सो आई हैव नेवर मेट स्टीफन कुबे बट आई हैव रेड हिज बुक ऑफ 7 हैबिट्स आई कंसीडर आल्सो हिम एज वन ऑफ माय मेंटर तो जरूरी नहीं कि फिजिकली हमने हर किसी को मिलना है तभी हमारा मेंटर बनेगा इवन विदाउट इवन द बुक कोई रीड है ना मैं उनको इमेजिन कर रहा हूं आई हैव नेवर मेट हिम Then I read Shiv Khera by Shiv Khera book You Can Win. He is also one of my mentors. तो ये जरूरी नहीं है कि मेंटर आपका एक फिजिकली होना चाहिए और एक ही होना चाहिए. We can have more than one mentor. And I can surely say Dr. Tejinder Singh is mentor for many persons. And sir was not even when in our institute. Sir was in CMC Ludhiana, but still sir was the mentor for many faculty of our institute and many faculty of all over India. So it's not necessary कि आपके कॉलेज का पर्सन ही होना चाहिए.
And different needs, different vendors. We can have different needs.
Thank you.
So this is our structure of mentorship program. So first step is when. So we have decided that it will be once a week, that is Wednesday. Since we are working in a university, so we have to prioritize and we have to set it on priority basis कि हमें day set करना है. It will be on Wednesday because हमें time table set करना होता है. तो it will be created out of our lectures. हमें अपने lecture से time अलग निकालना होगा. तो it will be first step that हमने सोचा है कि it will be on Wednesday once a week 11 PM to 12 PM. So this is the first when. Then second step is who. So there will be coordinator. That can be head of the institution or department. Second is the mentor, that is the teacher, and the mentee is students. There is ratio 1:10, but it can be 15 or it can be increased depending on the strength of the students or the mentors. Like as we are in PhD program, there is 4 mentees on 1 mentor if the mentor is assistant professor. If he or she is associate, then 6 mentees can be there. Other professor and then 8. So since we are running different programs, so it depends on the departments or college. क्योंकि जैसे I taught in nursing college, there are 110 students, so the ratio will increase. Mentees per mentor. Okay, what will be considered? Learning techniques will be considered. Why? Because we are as academician, first we will discuss their academic problems. Then motivational talks will be there. Then third is goals. What are their goals? This program will not be introduced just after their admission. It will be after deciding their timetable, their class schedules, so that they can understand हमारे पास क्या faculties हैं, whom are teaching which subject. तो students को 1-2 महीना लगता है to understand the faculties or their nature from the classroom only. क्योंकि हम लोग डिनर पे तो नहीं जाते हैं, so from the classroom only we can get to know about the students and faculties as well. So selection method will be lottery method for the mentors. क्योंकि if I am teaching 100 students, हो सकता है I like only 10 students or 10 students like me. हो सकता है 70 students like me. It can be possibility. So it will be lottery method, no biasness, no partiality. क्योंकि अगर हमने feasible कर दिया स्टूडेंट्स के लिए तो हो सकता है एक फैकल्टी पे 20, 30, 40 स्टूडेंट्स हो गए और एक फैकल्टी पे कोई भी स्टूडेंट्स नहीं है to mentor them. So it will be a lottery method. Time and stress management will be there from the mentor side. Mentors will be there to manage the stress of the students. Because in medical universities or whichever university is, first student always faces stress. Like he is the topper, she is the topper, I don't know how to speak, in front of 100 students. I don't know how to write in English. Some are from Hindi background, some are from Punjabi background, so they are having stress. किसी के नंबर ज़्यादा आ गए, किसी के कम आ गए. So there will be a peer pressure management as well to motivate them, to tell them that they are compatible with others. They can do anything which they want. कभी-कभी क्या होता है subject wise भी students feel pressure. कि I'm not good in physiology, I'm not good in anatomy or in research. So this will be the work of the mentors to make the student strong enough to handle this stress and pressures or कोई भी academic problem, any type of academic problem. But before having all of this, first we have meeting of coordinator with mentors, without mentees, and one meeting with mentees without mentors, so that there will be no conflict of interest. Mentees will be sensitized. How? They will be sensitized. They will be informed that what this program is about. What will be included in this program? There are like सिर्फ पढ़ना ही नहीं है, any type of problem you're facing in your college, hostel, university premises, you can go and discuss with your mentor. At any stage, if you face any problem, then there will be an alternative as well for that particular problem. Since I am a researcher, I cannot handle psychological problems. So there will be different sessions for different problems. Generalized. After that, there will be a personal session with that mentor. If anybody is having problem in speaking up or problem, then they can go to that once in a month. They can have that meeting as well. And there will be a standardized performer at the initiation of the mentorship program, so that we can get to know about the student name, his or her strengths, weakness, उनका क्या रोल है, मतलब क्या गोल है, what they've decided for their career, उन्हें क्या अच्छा लगता है, what their problems. That we get at the initiation point only, so that we can have briefing knowledge or details of all the students. Okay, then where? In respective departments. This will not be an interdepartmental or inter-college. The sessions, monthly sessions will be from the other universities, or they can be interdepartmental, but mentor will be from the intra-department. Why? Because departmental problem cannot be handled by the interdepartmental faculties when they are not aware about the subjects, the teaching criteria, faculties. Like I am from the CIVR, so I will be having less knowledge about the AIMS. I must be knowing the names of the faculties. I am having communication as faculty. But as a mentor or as a mentee, I won't be able to judge them. So it is not feasible for each and every student to go interdepartmental and और वो mentors के लिए feasible नहीं होगा कि वो एक साल से IMSR में आए coordinator को बताने के लिए कि आपके बच्चे को ये problem हो रही है. He or she is facing this problem. So secondary mentor can be there at a different stage of time, but mentor should be from the department for whole tenure. Like PhD में supervisors होते हैं, co-supervisors होते हैं और DAC members होते हैं. There are doctoral advisory committee members. They suggest scholars time to time, 6 monthly, during their progress report or DAC meetings. They suggest them what is to be done, what you've done right, what you've done wrong. And that simultaneously works mentor and co-mentor. There is a work of like it goes parallel. It is not in tiers in PhD. ये पहले ही डिसाइड हो जाता है who is your supervisor, who is going to be your co-supervisor. अगर बाकी कोई प्रॉब्लम आती है then you cannot, in special cases you can change your supervisor or co-supervisor, but there are doctoral advisory committee members. Those who suggest you timely 6 monthly that आप क्या improvement ला सकते हैं in your research. So in other departments as well we can follow this criterion. So it will be a like, and we will be having feedback from the students and the mentors as well. And monthly we will be having meetings with the coordinators. There will be no mentors at all. Like students can speak up without any hesitation with the coordinators that I am facing this problem with my mentor. अगर हम if we are having more people or more mentors, तो confidentiality maintain नहीं होगी, because we are human beings. कहीं ना कहीं we will discuss with our best friends, family members. तो कहीं ना कहीं there will be chances of like थोड़ा सा कम हो जाता है. स्टूडेंट को भी शक रहेगा, उसे आप में कॉन्फिडेंस ही नहीं आएगा. उसको आप में कॉन्फिडेंस चाहिए कि मैं मेंटोर इज एवरीथिंग फॉर मी. मैं कभी भी जाके उससे कुछ भी डिस्कस करूं, कोई बात कभी भी लीक नहीं होगी. ये स्टूडेंट में जब तक नहीं आएगा अपने मेंटोर में, तो वो जब उसको पता है कि आई एम हैविंग टाइट सिस्टम और आई एम हैविंग टू और थ्री ऑप्शंस, तो वो सोचेगा इससे ये डिस्कस नहीं करता हूँ, आई विल डिस्कस फ्रॉम अदर. तो वहाँ पे क्या होगा, मेंटर को क्लैरिटी नहीं होगी अपने मेंटीज के बारे में कि प्रॉब्लम क्या फेस कर रहे हैं, व्हाट दे आर फेसिंग. सो दिस वाज ऑल अबाउट हम लोग.
Anybody wants to comment? Any comments, any suggestions from the other groups? So we have another point of view, selection of mentors by lottery. And second was, they have suggested to mentors to be only from the same department. So thank you very much, and I hope we all have a lot of ideas to come up with starting the mentorship program, and let's see how do we, yes,
Same department with same college.
same college. You are saying कि same college के ही mentors होने चाहिए. So now we are having many ideas. Even the college, the university is having a lot of ideas how to plan the mentorship program. So let us see how it progresses. Sir, should we close? Any closing remarks by any of the participants? Your reflections? Any reflections from the participants on the process, on the... Sir, please. Then we move on to sir for the closing remarks.
Quite audible?
Yes.
I have been a learner here. So, it's very encouraging to see you participating so very intently in this important program. I don't think there can be any other important program in the university what we are having at the moment here. Capacity building of teachers is the most important thing. That is going to see the whole thing through. Okay? So we have discussed a lot about mentor-mentee relationships. I would say this is all about human relationships. The base over here is the relationship between a person with another person. Okay? So with that in view, first of all this discussion which has taken place, I have a management background. And management, anybody who has been through management rigmarole, any idea how the management functions? The corporate sector, they all depend upon the management techniques. So what is management all about? Anybody who has been exposed to management. Before I start, dishing out my views, I would like to know if somebody has known about management so far. Okay?
So it's basically a collective team that can result into a better goal. Collective team effort.
Very, very interesting. You have brought out the main issues, the goal, the team. Okay? So the whole thing, please sit down. The whole thing revolves around the goals. Your vision, mission, goals. Aim. What is the aim of whatever you are doing? So this exercise what we have been doing also revolves around basically what is the aim of mentor-mentee relationship. That should be always at the back of your mind. So when we start discussing all these questionnaire here, when, where, how, where, what, and blah blah. It's a sequence basically. When I say what is the aim of doing something, that should be always at the back of my mind. So we would like to have the best of the mentors here. All the teachers are mentors. in their own capacity. Let us be one thing very clear. Each teacher will have to perform the role of a mentor. When he rises above the level of a teacher, he becomes a mentor. And the qualities of the mentor we have discussed at length. And what are basically the roles and the process of mentorship that has also been discussed. These papers are there with me. Last time they were distributed. How many of you are having these papers with you? So this is where the whole thing today's talk started about. What we have learned in the previous session. So we have to continuously keep reflecting whatever has been discussed here. Not that it's going to come to an end, it's just a beginning. So when I say we talk about aim, why is the question first? Why should we have mentor-mentee relationship? And then comes what is to be done in mentor-mentee relationship. What is to be done? So once that is clear, then how is to be done? What is going to be the process like? Then where there are subsequent questions. I would keep them at the last priority. And whatever discussions have happened, some of you are of the view that it has to be a totally flexible relationship. See, you can take a horse to the water point, but you can't make him drink the water. Why? Why can't you make him drink the water? Because that horse doesn't have a need maybe of water, and you are going to force something upon him. You are not going to achieve any results at the end of the day. So what is the want of your mentee? That is always at the basics of a human relationship. The bond. What does he want? I feel every human being, he needs importance. He wants to feel important. And your students, what kind of importance do they want to have from you as teachers and as mentors? This is you will have to understand. I have been discussing with your principal, Professor Pramodji, how are we going to allocate the mentors? The first and foremost issue over here would come, I had raised the question earlier also, who would like to be the mentors? All of you. I think you have been motivated by now, by whatever discussions have taken place, that I would like to be a mentor myself. That should be always at the back of your mind. Okay. Then, I'll talk about the medical college only. The rest of the institutions, they can take a clue out of it. The medical college students, when they arrive here, they start learning your pre-clinical, non-clinical subjects. And then finally, after second year, they move on to the clinical, maybe within second year also, they get exposed to a clinical side. So there are teachers who are teaching them pre-clinical subjects and clinical subjects. So they are experts in their own field. So they have to have mentors initially when they come here, because they are being taught the basic subjects: anatomy, physiology, pharmacology, microbiology, biochemistry, forensic science, and other things. So they have to be mentors over here also for them. And in the second stage, I feel, when they go on to the clinical side, then some of them, they would have decided what are they going to be ultimately in their life, what kind of discipline they are going to follow. It's good if we add a ratio, allot them the mentors in that field itself. Those who want to become surgeons, those who want to follow gynae obstetrics, they should have mentors from that field for them. It would do them well. It's not that other clinical experts, they can't be good mentors. Some of them, they will be all-rounders also. But ideally, with whatever advanced knowledge, the post-graduation and all, whatever the time they spend over there, and the exposure they get with the patients, I think they would be the right people to guide the students who are inclined to follow that discipline. This is what I think. And flexibility, I would say, should be followed. Nothing should be forced. Whether a mentee wants a particular mentor, it should be left up to him. He could be told, okay, these are the mentors, you may choose. Give them the liberty. If I'm the principal, I'll give them the liberty initially, with my complete faculty. And I ask them to choose for themselves. They may not know about the, about the teachers as such, once they initially come to the college. Maybe after a month or so, you decide about the mentor-mentee setup, or after 2 months. Initially, they go through, commonly, they try to see through the anti-ragging period. They are being oriented. Orientation program of about a month or so has been advocated, and they would learn enough when those teachers, they interact with them, talk to them. I think the students are intelligent enough to choose for themselves their own mentors. Give them the flexibility and the freedom. Let them choose for themselves. This is what I feel. Okay. Then we can proceed ahead. They can change and they can go back. Now, the main issue is how to make him drink the water. Okay? I have got mentees, some of them, they have chosen me as mentor. Then my main responsibility comes in. How I am going to be a mentor to him. So I know very well what are my responsibilities as a mentor. We were discussing with Dr. Bathinda and the principal that let the students be also made aware of this thing. They have to know, they have to be made aware of what is this mentor-mentee relationship all about. Only then they can participate in this program. Otherwise, we keep educating ourselves about the system, and the students will not know what's happening. I think we will fail miserably at that point. So we are planning sessions for the students as well now. And Dr. Bathinda is very kindly agreed. He would be sparing his precious time to interact with the students, batch-wise from the medical college, and maybe from other colleges. They'll come in batches. Say a lecture period, and they accommodate 200 students at a time. So each batch can be accommodated first of medical college and subsequently of other colleges. So the students have to be taught at the same level at where we are. And it will be a better relationship. Now, there was a talk about the material we have to organize, select for ourselves. How the learning takes place for a mentor. Do you need mentors? Mentors? Mentors also need mentors. There was a process here. Okay? This is the most important document I found will be worth reflecting upon. The whole process has been given over here at length. And your own reflections will make it more worthwhile. It's just a base document. Okay, as far as the mentors, I have discussed with you earlier also, there are mentors there are great people who could be your mentors. So, who are the role models? Who are the mentors you have in your life? Who is your mentor? No, it's okay here, but the world over. Theodore Roosevelt, his biography has been written, I don't know, a number of times. He had been president of US, and there's a lot of, before First World War, he, after completing his first tenure, he went over to Africa to, just be with the lions over there. And he deputed a very close confidant of his Taft as the next president. But then he realized he had done a mistake. He came back to US, took over the reins from him. And he tried to explain to Taft what he had been doing. But Taft wouldn't listen to him. The only thing Taft told him, he said, how could I have done something different what I have been doing? He didn't listen to him at all. So your mentees will not listen to you at all. Be sure. So how would you take them under your class? That's something, how would you make them drink more? So please try to understand what are their wants. This is what I have learned. And if you concentrate as to what do they need, some of them they don't need anything. I can't force upon my views upon them. Those who need something, let's understand and let's share with them. Then I have also prepared myself. If I can really give him some guidance in that aspect, what he really needs. Of course, no denying the fact, as far as your professional competence is concerned, there are no two ways about it. You have got to be professionally absolutely competent while taking classes. There's a set timetable given by NMC. You can't budge away from that. Otherwise, it's all flexibility. How would you treat your maybe son, your daughter, your children, or maybe your brothers and sisters who are younger to you? You have to just think about that and treat them accordingly. I think we will never go wrong. So 2 books, what he was advocating, the principle is one book lying here with me of Stephen Covey, The 7 Habits of the Most Effective People, while interacting with people. Then I was searching for material on the internet about what is mentor-mentee literature all about. Of course, I had advocated some literature to you. Can anyone reflect upon what I have suggested to you in my last talk stream? Anyone can raise hand. If someone remembers, what is that material which I had advocated to you? A material which is lying next door here in the library, and the teacher is sitting here with you. I have suggested his books. So when you have to review after reciting, then you have to have some literature with you, upon which you can bank upon. The memories. Professor Sir has discussed. Computer is a very interesting phenomenon. It has got a cache memory. It has got a RAM, and it's got a hard disk. In cache, the memory stays for a short life. When he is teaching, maybe during this time. After we go out, gets washed off. How do I, okay, some of it may be in RAM, but has it been sent to the hard disk? That's a complete phenomenon of retaining it here and churning it out again and again, revisiting every episode, every situation which comes my way, will make me reflect upon those issues. So think about those seriously. How do you relate yourself as a mentor with a mentee? And education is what? Education is basically meeting the life situations squarely. And when you meet your mentees, it's one of the biggest challenges with us to make their aspirations, meet their wants squarely. Let's see how they can go about. Professor Sir has suggested Stephen Covey. A good book. Anybody of you who have read these books? The best-selling book the world over. I will not be able to finish it off in my lifetime. maybe my sanskars here may rest upon this book in next life with me. I would still love to go through. And there's one book on that by that college. When I was going through that material on this subject, they have named this book also. This book had been lying here with me. I had forgotten about this book. I took it from my shelf. I went through it. And it tells you how to have very good relationships with the people around. It's a misnomer, I would say, if I really go through the book and I again start. Now we are in a stage, where we can question each and everything around us. And the students are also. We have to encourage them to question. There was a novel read. He had been asked, how could you win this, this kind of Nobel Prize? You know what was his answer? His simple answer was that whenever I used to come back from the school, my mother would ask me, how many questions did you ask the teacher? She never asked me, how many questions you answered? And this has taken me to that level. It made me think, it made me question each and every aspect. So, how to win friends and influence people, both things. Though I don't relish the title of it, sorry to say. He is a great man who has done enormous study in this subject. The kind of research he has done and produced this book became a renaissance, kind of thing. Best sold book in the world. But I don't agree with the title. When I go through the content of this book, there is much more to this. I don't have to win people. I don't have to influence people. I don't have to deal with people. I have to interact with them. Interact. One of our senior army officers, he was interacting with us in one of the prestigious institutions, College of Combat in Mauritius. And so we were talking about our relationships with the media, the fourth pillar in a democratic setup, the media. So his words still sound very clearly in my mind. He said, never do a mistake, gentlemen, to deal with the media or to control the media. Don't ever do that. Just plain interact with it. And that has got a lot of connotation as far as human values are concerned, which start with trust, respect, affection, care, guidance, glory, gratitude, reverence, and the final value, complete value, love. Jin prem ki ho tin hi praptai. Thank you so much.
Thank you very much. We are very thankful to all of you for sparing your time, and especially we are thankful to the faculty from the St. Joseph School for coming and joining with us. I will just recommend two more books also to you. Okay. One is Principle of Medical Education and one is on Assessment. Both books are written by Professor Singh sir by JP Publishers. Please go through that.
There are enough copies lying here in the library.
In the library also.
So I asked the chief librarian to tell me how many of the teachers they have drawn these books. There were few. So I request all of you must go through that. It's readily available. This material is readily available.
Every time I read that book, I find something new. Even today morning for today lecture, I just went and I came to know that there is a session, one chapter on mentorship also. I read that chapter. I thought इतना गोल्डन खजाना मेरे हाथ में था और मैं इधर उधर से नेट से मेंटरशिप के कोई टॉपिक लेक्चर्स ढूंढ रहा हूँ और सर की बुक में पूरा अच्छा चैप्टर है मेंटरशिप का. Because every time you will read that book ना you will find something new. मैं 2013 से पढ़ रहा हूँ, every time you will find something new. So please go through that myself.